Hello friends and welcome to another Pauper League. Today we're returning to Slivers, a really cool deck that has surprised me the times that I've played it. I kind of thought that the deck was just going to be a meme, but it's got a lot of power and toughness to back it up. Not the best. Alright, what's it going to be? You were last seen... Oh, hey there, do I open chests? I mean, yes and no. Most of the time I sell them for tickets. Always on top, thanks for the luck. But there is an option to use channel points to get me to open a chest, and then I will. Yeah, like apparently the estimated value or whatever is pretty good right now. So if you open a bunch of chests, you'll probably, get something pretty decent. I've gotten some pretty decent cards out of chests previously. Like I've hit what was it? Force of Vigor to Fairy, stuff like that. As a constant player, what do you think about players like Barf who have an amazing number of trophies? I think it's super impressive that they're willing to put the time in to get those results. Of course, like a huge part of it is the skill required, but you got to put a lot of time into it as well. Frantic Inventory makes me think we're playing against a curve deck. All right, that one takes a counterspell. Just hope they don't have Cannonade in hand, huh? Phew. No Cannonade. I wouldn't expect to see it game one, but, weirder things have happened. Probably holding up another counterspell, huh? Either that, or maybe they have another frantic inventory here. Okay, no. They just held up 2 mana, so it probably was a counterspell. And they just didn't want to counter Gemhide Sliver and then let me play a Lord. Alright, so they're going to Scred my Lord, which severely reduces the damage here. And they have Counterspell for my Lead the Stampede. Oh, man. I don't even want to play it, I don't want to play it into their Counterspell. Deck. Need better draws here. How about not flooding out? Here comes a ninja. Alright, so it's actually, Izzet. It's just playing Frantic Inventory. That's good to know. I thought that it was something else. Thought this was Curve. Super frustrating. Yeah, of course. And like we got them down to 4, but they're gonna stabilize because we've just been drawing lands. Yeah, sometimes it's difficult to love this game. That sucked. Alright, so we're gonna bring in Prismatic Strands to try and like effectively counter a Cannonade, basically. Hand looks good. Let's get some slivers down. Start doing some damage. Alright, so they immediately get Mountain. Ooh, they don't play it though. They want to hold up counter magic. And they do counterspell that, so now we'll put the Plated Sliver down. Gonna make it pretty hard for them to kill my critters at this point. Yeah, Lightning Bolt doesn't do it. Cannonade doesn't do it. A Braid doesn't do it. Don't need blue mana anymore. Let's just go for white. And play Gemhide. Oh, they have Exclude. That's a cool one. You don't see that too often anymore, but you used to see it quite a bit. Alright, so they reveal Brainstorm. But they're not holding up Lightning Bolt here, which is nice. Oh, man. They have counter magic for the Sinew Sliver. It needs to be exactly counterspell though. If they don't have, if they have a spell stutter sprite, they're in so much trouble here. I'm gonna play into it. All right, so they do have the counterspell. Let's play this. It's another Sliver. Not going to get anything out of the ability, but we have a 2/6. And any two creatures getting in here is lethal. They need another blocker. They could have Spell Stutter Sprite here as another blocker. Oh no, they could have they could Scred My Lord. Okay, yeah. I forgot that I wasn't going to be able to hold that infinitely, because eventually Scred will make it dead. So now they can double block the Plated Sliver, take 1, go to 2. And they're going to stabilize again. Gonna replace this Augur with a Ninja, be able to replay the Augur. It's all falling apart. It wasn't supposed to go like this. And we need a white creature to flash this back, so we can't use Masked Vandal to prevent blue damage. We can jump in front of the Ninja if they don't have a removal spell. Okay, so they drew Counterspell with the Augur. Oh, man. Counterspells gets the Winding Way. I guess we wait a turn, try and bait the counter out with another spell, get the Winding Way to resolve, draw 0 cards. Oh man, this is not going very smooth, my friends. All right, let's go on to the next one. Yeah, keep this one. Might actually name blue with the Thriving Grove here. We've got white mana from the plains. We don't have anything white in hand. We got Gemhide to give us more white mana. Then again, Gemhide gives us the blue mana. Maybe we do want to go white here and then rely on the Gemhide for blue mana. Definitely keep. Playing against Burn again? Yep. Keldon Marauders in the main. Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to throw this out there. It's something I don't mind chumping with. Although it would be nice to be able to keep it in play to make mana with a Gemhide. But we just get to go ahead and stop the 3 damage here. I think that's worthwhile. I think part of the problem is we have too many 1-drops. Or sorry, not enough 1-drops, too many 2-drops. So we're getting these really awkward hands where we're stumbling on mana. What's it gonna be? Okay, they do let that one resolve. Plane of the Lord and pass. Thermal Alchemist. Yeah, they don't have any attacks this turn. Thermal Alchemist is pretty good, though. Okay. We got another Lord. So we can swing in for some pretty significant damage here. Just attack for 12. But they have 4 cards in hand plus Thermo Alchemist to do 10 damage with 3 lands. They should be able to do it. Although it does really depend on what they have in hand. Like, if they've got a bunch of Searing Blaze, it's not going to do very well. Lightning Bolt my critter. Okay, that's good for me. If they're killing a critter. Alright, so Lord on top does it. Nice. Alright, so we play Winged Sliver, Predatory Sliver attack. I guess just this is enough, honestly. Because now we can attack all. And we just have a bunch of 4s that are going to kill them. So lucky. So lucky. Alright, bring in Prismatic Strands and Lone Missionary. Take out Winged Sliver, Sentinel Sliver, Spinneret Sliver, and Lead the Stampede. Alright, so bring back... I want to get rid of all the Lead the Stampede, so let's bring Sentinel Sliver in. Having Vigilance would be fine. I'm not a huge fan of this hand, but we have, you know, turn 1 play, turn 2 play. Oh, I was looking up. That's scary. But they don't have any more lands? Oh, no lands again. Almost want a Winding Way for a land there. Just can't bring myself to do it. Riftbolt probably targeting me. No, they go for the Predatory Sliver. Surprising, considering they have Martyr of Ashes on the board. They could have just wiped the board. Searing Blaze on Sidewinder, holding up the Martyr. Alright, let's do it. Land. I was prepared to hit nothing there. We are playing like 20 lands in the deck, though, so... Figured, you know, top 4, we'd probably get one. Maybe even 2 would have been nice. Lava Spike my face. Needle Drop, looking for another land. Looks like they don't find it. And another land, okay. I think I'm going to play Gemhide and Masked Vandal this turn. Maybe I'll just Winding Way again. Alright, this is probably going to be the turn where they activate the Martyr. Okay. Martyr off the board. They have 7 cards in hand. We know 2 of them are Lightning Bolts. So we're not long for this world here. Oh, what a draw, though. What a draw. Hold on. Let me think about this for a second. Play Sentinel Sliver, Sinew Sliver. Then we only have 1 mana. And yeah, I would want to play Gemhide, sorry. So it would be Sentinel Sliver, Gemhide Sliver, and then we only get 1 mana afterwards. So I think we probably go Sinew Sliver, Lone Missionary, get maximum damage, gain some life. With Mountain, they might still be able to do it, but they weren't able to find their land drops. And we get a W versus Burn. Not a huge fan of this one. Looking a little bit better. Put out Gemhide. If they want to counterspell Gemhide, at least I'm not getting a Lord counterspelled. And then next turn we'll have access to 4 mana, so we could go Sinew Winding Way. That is, if this resolves. Opponent giving it a good think about whether they want me to have this Gemhide Sliver or not. Okay, so they're going to cycle their Ash Barrens. And they've got a Galv Blast for my Sliver. And they're still able to hold up Counterspell. I guess the pace is going to be a little bit slower for this match. Wonder if they're going to go for this with a Spell Stutter Sprite, if they're going to let it resolve and hope to target something better. Okay, so that one resolves. Let's try Winged Sliver then. Okay, that one resolves too. Pass back. Interesting. Razor. Okay, so this is a Jeskai deck. I had them pinned as Izzet. Still going to have a lot of counter magic available. Let's throw the Sinew Sliver under the bus, and then maybe we can resolve Lead the Stampede. Get 2 hits. So, Divination, basically. 5 mana for a Muldrifter. But we're going to be able to play out... Oh no, Plains. That looks like an Ephemerate. I'm going to want a Winding Way while they don't have counter magic up. Should have used the Holdout Settlement for one of the manas, I guess. Creature. Wow. Draw 4. Seems good. So we have 3 mana remaining once this resolves. So we'll play Predatory Sliver and Plated Sliver. Because I don't think we're going to be, like, if we attack here, they're just going to block and Ephemerate the Muldrifter. So we weren't going to be getting big damage in this turn. But we managed to go wide here, and we can just start attacking in the air. They'll be able to like block one a turn, but they need to be able to deal with a lot of flying creatures here. They might have the resources to be able to do that. I'm not exactly sure what the opponent's deck is capable of. It's not one that I've seen too much. Alright, Ardent Elementalist goes get what? Gouthblast? Ephemerate? Counterspell? What do you get? What's your target? Counterspell. Okay. Start with Spinneret Sliver, because that's the one I want them to counter. Okay, they let that one go. In that case, play Winged Sliver. And Benevolent Bodyguard. Yeah, this is the one I didn't want them to counter. And that's why I played it last, and that's why they countered it. If I played it first, they might not have. Oh, you trying to catch my counterspell with your Benevolent Bodyguard, huh? What else you got in hand? Let that one resolve. Oh, yeah, Galv Blast on Predatory Sliver. That reduces the clock significantly. I guess we still just attack all. And hope this pressure is good enough. It's pretty good. Take 5? I would love to play this if I could. I can't. Can only make colored mana with this by tapping a creature. And I wanted to attack with everything. Come on, no birds, no birds. I mean, you might as well attack with Ardent Elementalist, right? Oh, maybe they have removal spell for 2 Winged Slivers? Alright, I'm going to attack, and if they're not dead, I'll try and cast Winding Way, second main. Feels like it's going to be pretty hard for them to survive this, though. They need double removal on the Winged Slivers, and then they can block to live. Could prevent all green damage. Like, I don't know if they're playing Prismatic Strands. Just trying to think about how they could get out of this situation. Alright, so they're starting with an Ephemerate. to get Ephemerate. Hey, Donut, I figured what we had on board was good enough. Ephemerate the Elementalist again. Get Gallop Blast. And, you know, they're going to have to spend a ton of mana in order to survive here, and then if they do that, then I can resolve the Winding Way and the creatures afterwards. That was my thought anyway. Okay, now they can block to survive. They have to block this one, and then any two of these. But I don't lose anything. They lose the Elementalist. Give me something good. Okay. Another Winged Sliver. Pass back. Got a ton of draws here, though. Ephemerate Muldrifter twice, draw 4, and then draw a card for turn. Stonehorn Dignitary says no more combats. I hate that card so much. So we could Masked Vandal, get rid of one of their lands. Winding Way is pretty good. Let's start with Winding Way. Wow, nice. It's a bunch of card draw. All right. Basically just play everything. Play a Bodyguard here. Alright, basically out of mana. Don't have enough for the Gemhide anyway. Had one left. Late to Dinner the Elementalist, which gets Ephemerate. So they're able to, like, Ephemerate loop. Because they can Ephemerate the Elementalist. But then they're out of white mana, so they have to Ephemerate the Dignitary. But this just means, like, I'm never going to have combat again. I guess we're timing them out then. Jeez, they were at 1? Crazy. So yeah, now they can Ephemerate the Elementalist, get back Ephemerate, Ephemerate the Stonehorn, and now they got double Ephemerate going. So this is a combo. I'm never getting another combat step, but I have more time on the clock than the opponent, and they can't kill me. Without a lot of effort anyways, but they can start getting Galv Blast, start killing like my lords and stuff. So eventually we're going to lose everything, but it's going to take the opponent quite a bit of time. Oh shoot, I had the Benevolent Bodyguard. I could have saved my lord there. Not that it matters. Like I said, um, they have the lock, and we don't have interaction with that in the main. So we are never getting another combat step. Well, getting rid of some of their lands where we can, considering bringing in Dust to Dust for this matchup just to be able to get rid of some of their lands. Not sure if that's the direction I want to go, though. Might just be better to really focus on attacking them with our creatures, because it worked out fairly well. We got them to 1, just, wasn't enough. They were able to put together the combo. Relic of Progenitus is actually seems to be pretty interesting here. Maybe we go for that. Ephemerate Elementalist, return Ephemerate Elementalist, return Late to Dinner. Interesting to return Late to Dinner there. You don't have any other creatures in the graveyard. Oh, Cannonade kill. Oh yeah, Cannonade kills just about everything. They kill their own elementalists, but they have Late to Dinner to get it back. I see what you're doing. And that wipes my board, so they're able to actually start attacking. Start getting some more removal spells. Not yet. Ephemerate first. Getting a counter spell. Oh, they already had the Galv Blast for my Masked Vandal. There's Crimson Fleet Commodore. The end is nigh. course, now that I've lost all my creatures, they don't even care about ephemerating the Stonehorn Dignitary. I can have combat steps again because I have no creatures. Did they ephemerate the Crimson Fleet Commodore by mistake? Cast Ephemerate targeting Crimson Fleet Commodore. Yeah, they did. They ephemerated Shrek by mistake. So that's quite a bit less damage this turn. There's that counterspell. I imagine opponents trying to play fairly quickly here. Pretty obvious what I'm doing, trying to win through the clock. We've got almost 8 minutes on them, but it'd still be very reasonable for them to be able to play quickly and win game 2. Because, yeah, once they get going, they can just have, you know, like, throw Galv Blasts at your face until they run out of mana. Oh, that's the plan. That's the plan. Bring it into game 3. So they should just, oh yeah, I guess they got to do Ephemerate stuff. I was thinking like, okay, they're not even bothering. They're just going to go straight to combat here, attack all. Yep. That's the way to save time. Alright, so I was thinking Relic. I was considering Dust to Dust, but I don't think that's the way we want to go. Kind of hard to figure out what we're supposed to actually take out here, though. Maybe Spinneret Sliver and one of the Winged Slivers. It's one of our only 1-drops. We have so few 1-drops, I'm quite leery to cut any of them. And that would be one thing that I would look to remedy next time I play this deck. I would want to play a lot more 1-drops. Bring the Virulent Sliver back in, just to have a green 1-drop sliver. I don't care about the poison, I just want to be able to play slivers on turn 1. Aether Vial at common, let's go. Yeah, it would definitely be pretty good for slivers. Alright. Single land hand, not interested. Mulligan. Okay, we can keep this one. Get rid of a Gemhide Sliver and probably the Sidewinder. Keep the Plated Slivers so we can protect our slivers against Cannonade. Sinew Sliver. That's cool. Oh, no Lightning Bolt. Let's go ahead and play this. Rather than get in for the extra 2 damage, I like having 2 4 slivers. Alright, they're doing Cleansing Wildfire stuff. Meanwhile, I'm going to smack them for 8. Okay, it's more than 8. Smack them for 12. Kind of surprised they don't just scoop them up here, but they might have Dignitary in hand. They have Dignitary in hand. They might be able to set up a loop where I won't be doing any combat. Oh, no, it's a Mole Drifter. I would say this is GG. Yeah, and better off for the opponent to concede quickly there. First game took like 2 hours. Second game took like 2 minutes. I'm like just feeling like a furious pace of play. I might have a lot to do with the Slivers deck. Some decks I kind of feel like I'm compelled to play faster. Alright, Wildfire. So they'll be ready to Cannonade. Oh, you like the Bant idea for Slivers? I've just been toying with it a little bit recently. It needs a little bit more work. I mean, technically, you could play the deck in 2 colors. It's just a little bit better with a third color, because it's fairly easy to make the third color of mana. And I say that, but I've been in positions before where I just haven't been able to make that mana, and I got in a lot of trouble for it. Holding up counter magic, huh? Or it could be Cannonade. Start with Plated Sliver. Maybe I should have started with attacking. No, I want to play Sinew Sliver, so we'll start with Plated, then we'll play Sinew. And they could... Okay, it's a counterspell. I was thinking, like, they could Lightning Bolt into Cannonade, and that would be bad. Probably have Lightning Bolt for Predatory Sliver as a Braid. Okay. Oh, Mole Drifter with Ephemerate up. Looks like they have the Ephemerate in hand already, so they're just going to throw it off there. Draw 4 cards, and then draw another 3 cards on their next turn. Seems good, seems good. Oh, the mana here is so awkward. I can't play Muscle Sliver and Winding Way. That sucks. Yeah, so they got 8 cards in hand and 6 mana. That's scary. That's so scary. Alright, Elementalist gets a Braid. Okay, they're going getting Ephemerate. Oh, they have enough artifacts, right? They can Ephemerate the Elementalist, and then get Galv Blast, and then Galv Blast the Muscle Sliver. Yeah, that's pretty good. Lead the Stampede. Get a bunch of stuff. I think we play Bodyguard here and Thriving Grove. And I'll name Blue. Actually, hold on. Okay, yeah, we still do have 2 Winged Slivers. I'll name Blue. Got so much white mana already. Alright, let's see if they know how flanking works. Looks like they do. Yeah, Ephemerate the Ardent Elementalist, get Ephemerate back. Damn it. Stonehorn Dignitary Lock again. So frustrating. Just infinite Ephemerates. Alright, I can F6 now, I guess. They should have enough resources and time to kill us. Stonehorn Dignitary keeps me from killing them, and they just have so much value with Elementalist Ephemerate. So they can keep getting Galv Blast and keep killing my creatures. Haha, but they didn't realize they only had 2 artifacts. And my Muscle Sliver lives. Aw, no it doesn't. Oh, I was so happy for a moment, and then they just crushed everything. Alright, Lead the Stampede. Yep, that's pretty good. Attacking into that's not going to do anything. 1 instance of flanking isn't enough. Well, they're in the red. They got 5 minutes to find a way to win after killing most of their own board. Muldrifter's a good start. Of course, I'm going to be able to Winding Way, which is pretty great. Creature, nice hits. Yeah, I have no combat this turn, so I can tap some of my creatures here. Let's see here. Whatever, doesn't matter. Tap these ones. Play this out. Oh no, another Elementalist. gets Ephemerate, which means they have access to Cannonade again. Cannonade kills almost all of my creatures. But yeah, they're just keeping the Stonehorn Dignitary healthy, which is pretty important. Keeping me from attacking them. Oh, Predatory Sliver, that's actually pretty good. Especially with the Benevolent Bodyguard. It means that Cannonade isn't killing me. We know that one of the relics is on the bottom of the library, so we have one other one. Okay, they go and get Galv Blast. Here comes another Muldrifter. No, not yet. Preordain instead. So I'm not F6'd because I'm going to use this Benevolent Bodyguard to save one of my lords, either Plated Sliver or Predatory Sliver, so they can't Cannonade and kill all my stuff. And they also have to Ephemerate this Stonehorn Dignitary, I think. If they attack with Muldrifter, I'll block with Masked Vandal. They got 8 cards in hand, but only 3 minutes on the clock. Three minutes to deal 18 damage. Possible. Definitely possible. Considering they can Galv Blast me turn after turn after turn. That'll probably be their play. Just Galv Blast me over and over again. Opponent's putting GG's up in chat. Does that mean they're giving up? Okay, so opponent said they misclicked on the Ephemerate. So yeah, that was what was going on. Like I knew they needed to Ephemerate the Stonehorn Dignitary, and I guess because they were playing quickly, they probably just hit Ardent Elementalist again and didn't have another Ephemerate to be able to stop my combat step. So because of the pressure of the clock, opponent made a misplay. Oh, this hand is pretty awkward, but we do have like the Plated Sliver to play. I think I'm gonna keep this. Alright, I would guess that we're playing against Moggwarts. White for this one, maybe blue for the other one, but probably white again. Oh, wow. Do they just have the combo? We could play Holdout Settlement so we can start actually playing our 2s. But yeah, if opponent has the combo, we're dead. And we'll wait to see what the combo, like, we'll wait to see that they actually have everything. Because it looks like they have infinite mana sorted, but we don't know that they have the win con yet. So we're just going to wait and wait to see the win con, and then I'll scoop it up. Introduction to Prophecy. I'll let you know how they scry. Oh, 2 cards on top? We should be super dead. How am I never this lucky when I play this deck? We can block Goblin Sledder, so that's not lethal in itself. Okay, now we're dead. Alright, don't need the Winged Sliver, don't need Sentinel Sliver, don't need Spinneret Sliver. Could bring in Prismatic Strands. And maybe Relic. What about Standard Bearer? I don't think that's any good. Really would have loved that to have been a Plains. Yeah, that's a little bit awkward. So I'm going to have to play Gemhide Sidewinder instead of playing Sinew Sliver here just because of the way the lands ended up. And because I want to attack. If I didn't attack, I could play Gemhide and Sinew. No, I don't think that's as good as attacking and just getting more slivers on the board. We can attack for more damage next turn with Sinew. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. More slivers is better. And this way we can attack, get a little bit of damage in. And we have the same number of slivers on the board. Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star. So they can have 6. I would like to have 6 as well. Hey Jay, what's good? There's a Putrid Goblin. So they might be ready next turn. They got more than enough mana to do it next turn. They can't do it now though. Mana is still super awkward. Alright. Let's see if we're dead. There's first day. They have the mana. Why can't I ever get these draws when I'm playing Moggwarts? Ah well. Kept a hand without any of the sideboard cards. No hate. Opponent managed to find the infinite mana combo, and there's the Matron, so we'll just make sure that they have the Goblin Critter for the combo. I mean, we've already seen it, right? Oh, they're just going to go get another Matron? Go get Matron, go wide here, make a bunch of goblins. Sorry, yeah, make a bunch of goblins. That's one way to do it, I guess. I mean, we've already seen one of the kill cards. I'm tapped down here, so like, go get your Mog. No, they just want to flood out with Matrons. All right. Scoop them up. Oh man, this hand is so bad. Barf is mulliganing though. Maybe we can mulligan too. This one's not much better. I guess we can keep it, get rid of Winged Sliver, and just have like a bunch of Lords and 2 mana. Here comes Ninja. Alright, let's get a land on top, please. Unfortunate. Alright, I'll attack for 3 here. Ooh, okay, they're actually playing Dimir, which means they could have Snuff out. And they do. Interesting that they decided to take the extra damage there. I guess I could have had another land to play second main, so they wanted to see what else was coming out. Now they're going to have Spellstutter Sprite up, with being able to counter a 2. Here comes Spellstutter. Another Snuff out to kill my other Lord. And feed the Swarm. That's an interesting one in the main. Here comes Gurmag Angler. So we're going to take 7. Ah, we're pretty toast. Get a Brainstorm out of the Augur. Oh, another Ninja? I don't think I can really attack, right? I need to block the Gurmag Angler. They're just going to kill me in a few turns with Fairy Seer. Not to mention the cards in their hand. Oh no, they just have removal spell. We're going to scoop them up here. Don't feel like we have very good sideboard options in this matchup either. Not a huge fan of Masked Vandal though, so maybe we'll just bring in Relic in its place. Yeah, I haven't seen Dimir in quite some time. Usually people are playing Izzet nowadays because Red has better options against artifacts and also has access to Pyroblast. Not that we do much better against Red version. Oh, this is terrible. Alright, keep this one. Probably get rid of Winged Sliver. Could just get rid of land? No. Maybe that's best. Tors, hey, what's good? Alright, so Barf mulliganed as well. Got tons of white mana here, so let's call blue on Thriving Grove. I'm gonna play the Gemhide. It's just a less interesting target if they want to snuff it out. So now we have 4 mana and an opportunity to resolve Winding Way. Or we could just play Muscle Sliver, Plated Sliver, and attack. I kind of like that. Let's do that. Muscle Sliver, Plated Sliver, attack. Probably go get Snuff Out, kill Muscle Sliver. Love to see some organized Pauper play after the announcement of the PFP. What's the PFP? The Premier Pauper people. A Pauper panel. I haven't heard about it. I had not heard it. Did not know about it. Thank you for letting me know that there's something going on. Pauper panel. That sounds interesting. Well, that could be good news. Because Pauper needs some work. Let's play Gemhide here. I don't want to get my Winding Way hit by Spellstutter Sprite. Cast down on the Plated Sliver, so now they could Suffocating Fumes and kill them all. Not this time. Right, so I'm going to Spellstutter that, which means I get to Winding Way. Well, opponent is missing land drops like crazy, which is lucky for us. Playing this Augur means that they don't have access to regular removal. Let's play Muscle Sliver. And I don't want to play another Winding Way here, honestly. Means we're attacking in for a little bit less damage, but we get to resolve Winding Way, which is great. Tors, thanks for the follow, friend. Attack with all. And Seeker, thanks for the follow. Alright, so we just got super lucky here. Barf did not find their land drops, and we had access to Gemhide Sliver, which meant all of our slivers were birds. So we were able to really capitalize on Barf missing and missing and missing. Alright, let's just resubmit and go in for our final game. Always here for some Pauper play, that's good to hear. Because Pauper is, it's got a special place in my heart, you know? Yeah, we're going to mulligan this. Let's play the Plated Sliver first. By far your favorite format to play in Bruin? Awesome. I find brewing in Magic to be difficult. I've tried to make a few decks, and I think I've only really had one deck turn out, and I don't know if I could really say that I brewed it. You know, I put a lot of work into it, but Black Sack is something that I've been working on for a little while. But, you know, it's based around other people's decks, you know? Definitely taken a lot of inspiration from other people. Alright, so they brainstormed and they only have one land. So they're brainstorm locked? No, they were missing a they needed the mana for Ash Barrens, okay. So this gives them access to Snuff Out now. Although we have Lead the Stampede, which is pretty good. I kind of think I just played Benevolent Bodyguard, Predatory Sliver this turn, though. I have not tried Pauper EDH. Chainer's Edict. Okay, I choose the creature to sacrifice. I guess I'll choose Sidewinder Sliver. I don't know, Sidewinder's really good against their Faeries. I'm gonna get rid of Plated Sliver. Okay. Well, I think that's my play. Play another Predator and just, like, get in for damage. Alright, Snuff Out's looking pretty costly now. Half your life total for one Snuff Out. Ooh, got lucky! Sometimes that's what it takes, friends. You can play against some of the best players in the world, and if you get lucky and they don't, you can beat anybody. Alright, alright. Well, that ended on a high note. Alright, so this is the deck that we played for the second league. Did a little bit of a change to the sideboard. Brought in 4 Dust to Dust because we played against so much Affinity in the first league, and we didn't really have anything against Affinity. Of course, since we did that, we didn't play against Affinity again. That's one of the that's one of the things about Magic. You know, you try and change your composition in order to fight a certain kind of deck, and you won't see it. And then, you know, you change your composition again, and there it is. So, yeah, that happens sometimes. Not sure about, like, if I want to stick with the Dust to Dust, but I think that this type of deck definitely can take advantage of the time that Dust to Dust gives you. So you're able to put a couple creatures down, Dust to Dust their lands, and then kill them with your Lords, because we do have a fairly quick clock. So I think that Dust to Dust kind of fits in that sense. The one other thing that really struck me was we have way too many 2-drops. Way too many 2-drops. So I would absolutely, next time I play this deck, I would make some changes. I would want a lot more 1s. Either Benevolent Sliver or, what's that card? It's like an aura that enchants your land, you draw a card, and then that land taps for any colored mana. That one is definitely an option. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, it's Slivers, so if you're fighting against something that's very removal heavy, or your opponent has a lot of sweepers, you're going to have a lot of issue. Burn can be a little bit of a difficult match, especially game 1, because, you know, they're just faster than you. But, you know, games 2 and 3, you got Lone Missionary and Prismatic Strands. Anyways, definitely an interesting list. Not sure if blue is the right direction for Winged Sliver. I think that it can be pretty cool to be able to just give your creatures flying and fly over everything. It worked out, you know, half decent against the Bogles player, but the red options are just so good. Like, giving your Slivers haste or provoke is really, really strong. So I don't know that I would actually recommend Winged Sliver, but, you know, I wanted to try it because giving all your creatures flying is pretty good.